Morning guys, starting the vlog straight away today. Hopefully this will be the last time the bedroom is like this. The bed is still in the middle of the room. Got ladders and chest of drawers with paint and all sorts of bits and bobs at the bottom of the bed. I have to say I do love waking up in here with no curtains or blinds. I forget how big these windows are. You just get the best view of the sky in the morning. And actually going to bed last night, when I was lying down, all I could see was the night sky and all the stars. Right, let's get up. What a lovely morning. Not really any point making the bed, is there? There we go. That's the most I'm doing at the moment. Bed made. This dressing gown, by the way, sorry, I'm still half asleep. Had a few questions about this. It's just M&S. I bought it years ago. They may still have it, but I have a knot where Delilah went through a stage of putting knots into things. I cannot for the life of me get this knot out of the back of the rope. Feeling pretty slick today. I really need to figure out how to wash my hair. For anyone who hasn't watched all the Vlogtobers, our boiler broke, so we have no heating or hot water. Got fixed, broke again. We need a new one. Plumbers are busy people, and I didn't know that we'd have to wait like a week and a half to get a new boiler installed. Anyway, good morning. Have I said good morning? I'm half asleep. But guys, when I tell you I am so excited about the sponsor of today's vlog, I have wanted a Surrey toothbrush in what feels like a really long time, and they are the sponsor of today's vlog. How cute do our toothbrushes look together? You get given these wall mirror mounts. You can put them on the tiles or put them on a mirror, and then these are magnetic and you just stick them on. It saves so much space. We have this box that we bought when we moved in to kind of somewhat make our toiletries look tidy. We were trying to squeeze all our toothbrushes in here. Yeah, and now it's freed up a little bit of space for us because we can just pop our toothbrushes on the wall. Doug actually bought his about a month ago, and because we've both been saying that when our toothbrushes die that we were going to buy a Surrey toothbrush. We've replaced our toothbrushes, our electric toothbrushes. We've bought the same one for years and we've had to buy them about 3 times, and you know they're starting to die when you charge them and they need to be recharged again after a few days. It was getting really expensive. Doug's parents have this toothbrush. I remember being there last year and seeing them charging and thinking, oh, even Doug's parents have one. So Doug bought his a little over a month ago with his own money, not part of the sponsor, but Surrey, because I'm working with them, did send me this and I love it. This is in the colour Sunset Bloom. It feels so nice to use. It's really lightweight. There's no bells and whistles, there's no clunky batteries or apps or Bluetooth or this and that. It just simply does what you need it to do. And I was a little bit apprehensive that it wouldn't clean my teeth as well as my old toothbrush, but I can't tell the difference. It cleans my teeth just as well. Let me quickly show you the case. This is the travel case, and what I think is really cool is that when it's in here and it's charging, there's a UV light in here that sterilises your toothbrush head. Amazing. These are so much more lightweight to travel with than our old toothbrush. My old toothbrush box was about twice the size. Quick fire, main points I love about them because I need to clean my teeth. Sleek, looks amazing, feels amazing. Aluminium base, and then these toothbrush heads. Surrey will recycle these toothbrush heads for free, which was something that used to bother me, going through so many toothbrush heads with my previous toothbrush and just chucking the plastic heads in the bin. There's 40-hour battery life in this. Anyway, thank you so much, Surrey, for sponsoring the vlog. It's really cool. I really love working with brands, especially brands that are more sustainable. I love that they're trying to do better for our environment and our future. And I get to work with some really cool brands. So if you're in the market for a new toothbrush and you don't know, I'll just stick that there for a moment. If you're in the market for a new toothbrush, I will leave my link and code in the description, and I'll pop my code up here on the screen, and those will get you 20% off your Surrey order. Let me know how you get on. Which colour did you go for? Doug's is morning. I remember thinking it's the opposite to mine. Morning. So it must be morning. I think it was morning waves. Which I felt was very fitting for him, as he's always loved a little bit of surfing and the beach. I did almost get the green one, which is winter fern, and then I have a couple of others. They have black and yeah, you can see for yourself. I'll leave the link in the description. I am running really late because I thought I'd booked onto a Pilates class an hour later than it actually is. So I've only just realised that I need to be there an hour earlier than I thought I needed to. I was mid doing my hair because I just wanted to make myself feel nice for the day. I have to carry on getting ready when I get back. I might stick some jeans on over my leggings. I can't remember the last time I went to Pilates. I know it would do me some good to go. I find it really hard to book onto lessons because, so I have ClassPass. My favourite studio closed recently. The only reformer studio, well, the only studio that is on ClassPass, and I like using ClassPass because I feel like you definitely get more for your money using ClassPass. I can leave a link to my friend's referral code thing. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. But yeah, if you want to get, I think it gives you some sort of, I think it gives you a certain amount of credit to use it. Anyway, so my favourite studio is no longer, and I'm so sad because they did everything from Pilates, weights classes, spin, and it was like a nice studio as well. It wasn't like a glary gym. It was just like, it was wood floor, had nice lighting. It felt small and intimate, and they did like smoothies and coffees downstairs. They had hot yoga, they had boxing bar, like everything, and showers. I really could have done with having a class there this week and using their showers for the hot water. That hasn't really got anything to do with what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, but yeah, reformer studio, not been for a while because the classes that I have been able to book onto, like, do I want to go trench or do I want to go? We'll go trench. Classes I have been able to book on for, I've ended up cancelling because I haven't felt well enough to go. I mean, honestly, I don't feel great today, but I'm forcing myself to go and get out of the house because it's not doing me any good just being inside all the time. I get so many questions about this tote bag. It's from Suzanne. I found it on Vinted. It was part of a collaboration that they did. So yeah, they don't do it anymore. You may be able to find it on eBay or Vinted or Depop. I love it, and it's a good sized tote bag, can fit lots in there. Also got a Vinted parcel to send, so I'm gonna get that in the post. I keep getting asked about my Vinted. It is just Rhiannon and Ashlee if you want to search it, but I'll put it in the description. Whilst we're here, look what Delilah made. She has gone to an after school pottery club. She came home with these. She's made these pumpkins. I'm absolutely using these as decoration around the house. How sweet are these? And she also made this plate. So I'm assuming this is a bunny. I think they must have printed it with sage. They look like sage leaves, and she's painted it. These are the kind of things I'm going to cherish forever. Oh, and she made a pencil holder, a toadstool pencil holder. How sweet are these? I need my water bottle. I think it's quite cold today. I'm going to risk, hopefully my headphones will keep my ears warm. Where's my water bottle? I don't know where my water bottle is. There it is. I won't film when I'm in there. I know sometimes I like to add the odd clip just for context. It's just nice to break up the vlog. Last time I tried to film, and with this instructor, although I've known her for years and she's been teaching me for years, my camera kept falling down and I just felt like I was being a bit of a nuisance. And yeah, I need some shoes. Oh no, I was using my wind muff to balance the camera lens and it's just fallen down. I can't see it. We've got these annoying gaps. Can you see? We've got like gaps behind our worktops. The amount of things that get lost behind there, and then you can't get them out again, and my wind muff is just falling down there. Right, let's find some shoes. Almost walked out of the house without any shoes on. Let's go. There's me saying I'm rushing, and I'm also yapping on at the same time, and you guys are probably thinking, go, 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 go. Oh, have I got my Pilates socks? Yeah. Okay. I hate rushing around. Ugh. I can't hear myself talk. There we go, I can hear myself now. I always love getting out and about when the weather's like it is today, especially being British and the weather being just, you don't know what you're gonna get, do you? Even I mean, you can have days where you experience all elements in one day. So yeah, I feel like when the weather's good, as a Brit and as someone living in England, you want to make the most of it. And so when I'm out and about on days like today, where it's blue skies, it feels really good. Shoes on, let's go. This morning didn't quite go to plan. I had the impromptu idea that I would grab myself a coffee and take it to the park and start answering some of your questions that you had asked me for a Q&A. After getting to the park and realising that it was quite windy and I didn't have a tripod, so I couldn't really put you anywhere you could see me, and I didn't have a microphone, I decided it was a lovely idea, but it wasn't meant to be. But I did end up having a nice stroll around the park, and then I popped back into the shops to get some bits before I headed home. It's already Christmas stuff in the shops. Get some bananas. Let's get some eggs. I'm going through eggs like nobody's business at the moment. Just realised we don't have any kindling. Just gonna go get some kindling. I'm at my wit's end with this microphone because I know it's meant to sound better than it does, and it sounds so muffled. I think it's okay when I'm out and about. When I'm at home, I think you can really tell. Like, I've read online you need to do something about the gain, but the thing is, I use voice memos on my phone to record most of this because I can't use the transmitter with my vlog camera unless I use the newer version of the Canon. You can't seem to change it through the app, so I have no idea what to do. Oh my god, these logs are way too big. Blimey. A little bit of fire ASMR. There's nothing I love more than hearing the sound of the fire. Oh, and we've got one in our log cabin. Yeah, is it a log cabin? We're staying in a cabin for a few nights this weekend. We're having a long weekend holiday. We're going to Dorset. I keep wanting to say, in my head I'm like Somerset or Dorset. It's Somerset or Dorset. We're going to be staying in a cabin, and it's going to have a log burner, and it's got a little kitchen and a couple of bedrooms. I can't wait. I'm going to bring you guys along, and I think it'll be a really lovely end to the month of October. I've had lots of questions about knitting, asking if I'm still knitting, how my knitting's going, what I'm currently knitting. Let me go get it. I have it in here because I took it out with me the other day. I haven't done much recently just because I haven't had the time slash I tend to knit later on in the evenings. And I think I've said this before, but once it's dark, which as we know it's darker earlier nowadays, once it's dark I don't like knitting because I feel like I can't see what I'm doing. I'm currently knitting the Cloud Sweater by Petite Knit. I have almost finished the body. I've just got maybe this much to do, and then I will move on to the arms. And oh gosh, I'm getting all tangled up. But although I try and relax when I knit, I definitely think my tension is a little tighter than it should be, but I'm hoping this stretches out a bit when I block it. And this is knitted together with these two yarns, and I love this chocolate brown colour, and this is Cos. They're by the same brand. This is the is it mohair or alpaca? I can't remember. They are the softest. And then the other ones I still have to finish. The Porcelain Sweater by, I can't remember the name of the designer. I've done the body and some of the first arm, and I really want to finish that before winter. And I still need to finish the Levitate wrap, which again is in the softest, squishiest yarn. This next question feels quite fitting as I'm about to make some lunch. One of my go-to lunches recently has been a Caesar wrap. So I've got some chicken in here, got some leftover Caesar salad from last night. I've had lots of you asking me why I decided to study again, what made me do nutrition, what I'm studying. It's probably come as a surprise that I'm suddenly studying because I've never mentioned it, and although it was an idea I've had for a while, I didn't think I didn't have an idea in my head when I would do it, if ever. But there was just something in me that this year that had a real itch to do something alongside YouTube and do something that would challenge me. And whenever I've been asked, if you weren't doing YouTube, what would you do? I've always said I don't really know, but if I had to pick something, maybe it would be in nutrition. I'm using Delilah's knife because our big knife is currently dirty. I think for most of you are surprised that I decided to go back to uni, but maybe not a surprise that I've decided to do nutrition, because I think a lot of you over the years can gather that I love food and nutrition, and I've always shown a lot of cooking and baking in my videos over the years. It's always been something that I've been really interested in. Food is something we all consume and our bodies need. I've always found it fascinating how our bodies utilize food and the nutrients we need, the macros and the micros, and I've always just found it fascinating. I've added some spinach and some tomatoes, got some wraps. I'm feeling panicked because I want to keep this concise, but I could also go on about this for an hour. I did think that being a nutritional therapist would be out of reach for me, because I knew that, well, here's the thing, anyone can call themselves a nutritionist. Even if you've done a 2-day course, you can call yourself a nutritionist. Whereas if you're a dietitian, that title is protected by law. So not anyone can call themselves a dietitian. And I did look at dietetics and nutrition, and I thought I actually don't need to study dietetics to do what I want to do. Also, it was hard finding courses that weren't full-time at university on campus. And yeah, like I said, I realised I don't need to be a dietitian to do what I want to do. You can register with certain associations like BANT, who will basically certify you and give you more accreditation than maybe someone who's just studied nutrition for a day. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Why do I want to do it? What am I going to... I've had a lot of you ask me what I'm going to do with it, and also what I'm actually studying. So at the moment, for the next 10 months, I'm studying science, biology, chemistry, and anatomy and physiology. So I essentially have my science A-levels, and then that will give me access to study a nutritional therapy degree. I will do that part-time for about 4 years, and with it there's just so many things that I could do with it. I would love to have clients. I would most likely work for myself. I love the idea of also maybe writing the odd article for health and fitness magazines, you know, magazines like A Cardio Life or Women's Health. There'll be nutritionists who will make a recipe or write an article. I would love the opportunity to do that, and I think it would be really good for me to have something alongside YouTube. I'm going to add some cranberries. If you've never added dried fruit to your salads, give it a go. It's so good. Cranberries, raisins, something about cranberries that go really good with the Caesar salad. I'm going to chop these up though because they're huge. Oh, whoops. Just spilled coffee everywhere. I'm going to scoot you round because I feel like you can't see me very well. In terms of clients, I would love to be able to help people. One thing that I get so frustrated about is seeing all the misinformation going around online about certain foods and eat this way, don't eat that way, eat this, don't eat that. The amount of rubbish that's on the internet. I want to be that person that can help people just have a healthy relationship with food and a balanced outlook on both diet and lifestyle. I mean, there are lots of reasons someone might want to see a nutritionist, and so it's going to be very individual to the client. Oh my gosh, it's got really sunny. I've been battling with the sun here. I understand that nutrition is not one size fits all. I understand that there's so much to it in terms of not just, you know, you could have two people who are happy, healthy, mentally and physically, but they both need two very different diets to be fit and healthy, because everyone's bodies are so different. But then add in complexities like mental health issues, physical illnesses, chronic illnesses. That's where I want to really help people, and I feel like from someone who struggles both physically and mentally, I feel like I can be really understanding, and I'm hopefully I can come across as understanding and personable. I have overstuffed this. I'm gonna try my best to close this. No, you know what, I'm going to put some on my plate. That is not all going on there. I feel like I have so much more to say, but I don't want to bore you guys. There are certain restrictions of things I can't help people with medically, but things like, even if someone comes to me and they're on a certain medication, say for example it's ADHD meds, I have personal experience where I can help them with that stuff. There we go. Yum, yum, yum. Also, from like a graduation point of view, I want to do myself proud. I feel like it will help me heal that kind of that disappointment I have in myself for not following through very well at school and not finishing my original degree, which was a fashion degree. I want to do myself proud. I want to do Doug and Delilah proud. So just doing that in itself will be a big achievement. I am back in my pajama bottoms. Honestly, I'm not doing great. Mentally and physically, but mostly mentally, I'm struggling to function today, which is why we're doing a bit of a Q&A. There was meant to be another video and that I was going to try and squeeze in filming and editing after this, but there's just realistically I'm not going to be able to make it work. Stick on some Vlogtobers to catch up with, that I need to catch up on. Actually, I lied. I'm not watching Vlogtober. I'm just going to watch Poppy Day's new vlog. One of you have asked where our prints are here in the kitchen. I'm assuming you mean these ones. This one is from an artist that I found on Instagram. I think her name is She Paints. I will leave all of these in the description anyway. I liked this one because it says they spend money on coffees and smiling at each other, and I just felt like that was really fitting for Doug and I. This one here, excuse the frame, it needs to be reframed. Also the mount is too big for this because it covers up half the photo. But this was commissioned, so Doug got this commissioned. Oh, it's quite big. Ooh. Doug got this commissioned by an artist called, not John Green, that's the author and the YouTuber. What's his name? Tony Green. It's an abstract line drawing. The faces are meant to be me, Doug and Delilah, and he got some pink in there and some sunflowers in there. If this had been done in landscape, it would have immediately gone on the wall to the left of you right now on the fireplace, but it doesn't quite look right portrait, so we could just put it up here. As you can tell, I've not decided where to put things, and they will still need to be put on the walls. And then this one is from Harry Styles' Love on Tour that we went to last year. We went to it in 2022 and 2023. I've had a lot of questions about this one, but I'm not sure if it's still available anywhere. Maybe check on his merch website. I'm assuming he has one, but I don't know if it will still be there. Popped you on a tripod, and I feel like I'm filming an old school Fashion Rocks My Socks video. I had someone ask, if it's not too personal, how did you get diagnosed with fibromyalgia? Having similar symptoms, and I had a few questions relating to my recent ME, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia diagnosis. One, I'm sending you lots of love because obviously you've not been feeling well for a long time if you're asking about trying to get a diagnosis. So yeah, that's rubbish, and I'm sending you lots of love. You feel very far away, just come a little bit closer. Essentially, I spent most of my 20s going back and forth to the doctors, getting blood tests done, saying I don't feel well. Blood tests would come back not just okay, they would come back like optimal. You know, vitamin D levels, my iron, all of that stuff, great. Having thyroids checked, like everything. Yeah, it took like almost a decade of going back and forth to the doctors, and you just have to be persistent. Finally, someone listened to me. I actually had my first referral to the rheumatologist was actually cancelled by the rheumatologist, and we didn't realise that. Sorry, I am going to wrap this up. I'm not going to waffle on too long. What happened is this year I started to feel really unwell. I wasn't just having like the odd flare up of what, you know, then I didn't know what it was.
I wasn't just having the odd flare up or like a week or a couple of days or a month where I felt bad. It was just constant this whole year. I went to the doctors and I said, is there any updates on my rheumatology referral, because I'm really struggling. And they then realised they'd had a letter asking, and I quote, this is exactly what the letter said: does this young lady actually need to be seen by us? To which another doctor had responded and said, yes please, but they just cancelled it anyway. And so my doctor did some more blood tests, and actually this time I got a positive, I had positive my inflammatory markers showed up, and I had a positive ANA test. So at least this time they could say, well, please can you look at her, and she has some positive results. But also there's a history of it in my family. There's a history of Crohn's, there's a history of fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue. And then the thing with these illnesses is that fibromyalgia and ME are pretty much, if everything else is ruled out, then those will be the diagnosis, because there isn't a specific test they can do. If you have all the symptoms and they don't think you have anything else, then that'll be your diagnosis. It just takes a lot of persistence and just having to feel like you're pestering your GP. Someone asked, why have you stopped fashion content? I miss it. So I'm guessing they're referring to like my fashion content where I used to do clothing hauls and outfit of the days. I still love talking about clothes and fashion, and whenever I have a moment to show something within these vlogs. Maybe they also mean, why did I stop doing my main channel? And that was, I think I may have answered this before, but I didn't feel the need to have 2 channels anymore. And I stuck to this channel because I had been primarily uploading onto my vlogging channel for a long time. So I didn't really want to abandon this channel, because I had all these vlogs that I didn't want to just leave on this channel and then go over to the other channel. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I like to show clothes here and there, but I'm more kind of a little bit of everything rather than just fashion content now. Someone has asked, are you taking meds for ADHD? If so, how are you finding them? This is a touchy subject for me because I started, and I only took them for like a week here and another week there. I started not Vyvanse, that's the American version, L-Vans, and I got on with them so well. I couldn't believe how smoothly it went. So I find people that are kind of bouncy around hyper tend to say that medication dulls down they feel quite dull on it, and they don't like it because they feel like they have no personality. Whereas for me, and maybe it's because I'm combined, I felt like it gave me the space to be more myself, and actually I found myself being a little bit chattier. Not chattier in the sense that I've taken this stimulant and now I'm like, ugh. It was more that it gave me a sense of relief and quietness in my head that gave me the space to be able to think straight and feel a bit happier, because I didn't feel so swamped by all these different thoughts in my head. So for me, not only did it help me focus, it made me feel more me, and it made me feel a little bit happier. And because dopamine, it's not necessarily a deficiency in dopamine, it's a dysregulation of dopamine, and the majority of the time, yes, it is lower dopamine, but there's also a hormone called let me find it, because I thought this was really interesting. L-Vans or Vyvanse or lisdexamfetamine is a central nervous system stimulant that increases the levels of dopamine and norepinephrine. I think I might have said that right that time, in the brain. And funnily enough, symptoms of low dopamine and norepinephrine cause low motivation, low mood, anxiety, depression. Hang on, my batteries are flashing. What did I start waffling on about? I started talking about that because I wasn't expecting. So when you're on a stimulant medication, it can increase anxiety, and for someone who is very anxious, I thought it's going to make me jittery, it's going to make me anxious. And a lot of people will get a crash with them and they feel really irritable, really anxious, and I didn't get that crash. So like I was really getting on well with them and they actually calmed me down. How wild is that? To answer your question, no, I'm not on any medication. Why? Because the rheumatologist recommended that it's probably not a good idea to take them. I'm not gonna lie, I was really upset about it because I've got this medication that works amazingly for me, and in the long run I wouldn't want to be on it every single day for the rest of my life, because as you get older there's complications with like blood pressure and things. I might finish, I paid a lot of money for them. I may finish them at some point just to help me for like, what if I feel like I really need them, maybe at the start of next year when I really struggle. But I need to go get a little one. I don't know, I keep calling her little one. She's not little anymore at all. She's like, sit up to here. So Delilah's been sent a parcel from M&S. They emailed me the other day. They have a new collection with Wicked to celebrate the release of the new film. I saw Wicked in the West End a few times when I was a teenager. Delilah's seen it and we both love Wicked, don't we? In here are some bits from M&S because they have a whole Wicked line. Do you want to open it, my lovely? Oh. Woo!
It's all pink and green.
Does it say anything? We hope Delilah loves her magical Wicked pieces. Love Team M&S. So yeah, they asked if Delilah would like anything and I said, oh yes please, I think she would love some pieces. The ultimate sleepover kit. Well, you've got the sleep mask and a hairband and a scrunchie.
And my own comb.
That's like my comb, isn't it? How cute. Yeah, someone stole my sleep mask the other week, didn't they?
That was ages ago.
That was ages ago. Well, yeah, I couldn't find my sleep mask. I won't put this on. This is definitely for smaller heads. Oh, you've got your own. That's Mahoosive. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow.
It would be smaller.
The Emerald City Bath Elixir. I love how Witter sat on the floor.
Yeah.
And then this is the Hair and Body Mist. Can we try one of these?
Yeah.
And then when we've got hot water again, we can try the elixir in the bath. We could take that on holiday because there's a bath outside the cabin. I'm going to assume those bits are available now. So I'll leave a link to the M&S page where they have all the Wicked stuff. They have a whole line of clothing as well, but Delilah just wanted the bath bits.
We can use it as sleepover kits when we have a sleepover.
Yeah, I haven't watched Hocus Pocus yet, have we? Maybe we should do it on Halloween. Should we have a Halloween sleepover?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The 90s child in me is raring to try these. I think one of them is meant to smell like apple.
Green apple.
Green apple. What's this say? And then the pink one is meant to smell like strawberry and vanilla. The vanilla one, okay. I'll smell the green apple. Mmm, that smell. Ooh, that is good. I like those. They smell really good.
Can I smell yours?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I am a little bit shimmery.
Oh yeah, I'm
Cool.
very glittery.
You are. We've got a very happy 8-year-old girlie here. Thank you so much, M&S. Don't mind me with my half put on dungarees. I'm actually going to get on with some more painting, but I'll spare you watching me do any more painting. I'm not going to film any of it. I'm just going to get on with it. Actually, talking of paint, someone asked what colour paint is your kitchen. The kitchen and living room are done in the same colour, and it is Lilac Pink by Edward Bulmer. I wish I had gone, it was in the lightest percentage that you can get, so they do them in a few different percentages. I did it in the 20%, or the lightest you can do. One thing I have learned about starting to paint the walls in colour is that it always looks darker when it's just a one little patch on the wall. When you do the whole room, it looks a lot lighter, and so I wish I had done it slightly darker. Another question is, how does meeting viewers in real life make you feel? Do you like it? I love it. I love meeting you guys. The only thing I don't like is it after I've met you, I spiral a little bit and I think, oh gosh, what did they think of me? Did I disappoint them? Did they think, oh, actually she's not very nice in real life? But yeah, whenever I meet you guys, I absolutely love it. Like, all of you are always so respectful and lovely, and so often I'll get a message from one of you afterwards, and you'll say, oh my gosh, I can't believe I said this, I'm so sorry that I bothered you, and you'll be worrying about your interaction with me. And it's so funny because I would be doing it, most of the time I'm doing the same thing. And what we need to learn from this is that we don't need to worry. Oh look, the sun's come out, it's looking all lovely and sunny. The question that I had, what's in my makeup bag? Now any long time viewers will know my makeup, my everyday makeup, so I'm just going to really quickly show you. This is the whole contents of my makeup bag. There are a few additions, there are a few new additions. So we've got my sunscreen, and then we got the CC cream. I do have a collection with all the bits that are in my makeup bag on my Like to Know It, so I'll link that in the description rather than linking individual bits. I know I've mentioned Like to Know It a lot recently. It's only because it's really handy to have that like one place to direct you guys to. My concealer, collection 2000. Yeah, and for anyone wondering, I use the shade Fair 5. They recently changed the numbers on these and it confused the hell out of me. But yeah, number Fair 5. And then I use Fair in the, I think this is Fair in the CC cream. On my eyes, I use this Gen C First Light liquid stuff. And then this Bobbi Brown eye stick in Sunlight Gold, which they've actually discontinued, and I'm so sad about it. They have similar ones, but they're a little bit too glittery. This is just a nice shimmer, and the others are really, really glittery. So yeah, if any of you have any recommendations for a good replacement for this colour, let me know. Mascara is always, without a doubt, since the age of about 16, Max Factor 2000 calorie mascara. It's the best. I love it. Lips, oh, it's not here because it's currently downstairs, but lips I usually go between in the summer this SPF lip balm by Carmex. I love this Men's Kiehl's Facial Fuel one, but my ultimate favourite one is the Kiehl's, pop it up here on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about, Mango Butter Lip Mask. It's meant to be like an overnight mask, but I just use it as a lip balm. This is another thing that's been discontinued, the NARS Coco Cabana Illuminator. I use this as a highlighter, and yeah, I'm gonna have to find, I'm sure they do it in a stick form, so I'll just have to convert to like a cream stick. Eyebrows, I use the Glossier Boy Brow in clear. And then again, this is something that's quite hard to get a hold of. I think they discontinued it in the past, then brought it back. I tend to buy lots in one go, so I have backups. The NYX Sculpt and Highlight Brow Pen in taupe, I think it is. And it's the perfect, not too orangey, light brown for like mid-blonde hair. I did get this Refi eyebrow gel earlier on this year when I bought a few products. I just felt like every now and again I think, oh, I just want to try some new beauty products. Oh, I need to breathe. I'm finding myself stumbling over my words because I'm trying to talk faster than I can. Yeah, I think I was on TikTok, which the other day I hit 10,000. I hit 10k on TikTok, and do you know why I'm excited? Because I can now, I haven't got enough videos to really organize them, but I can now do playlists, so I can organize my content. How exciting. So you have little playlists up here. When I have more videos, and I have like some knitting videos, and I have some more and like baking videos and things like that, I can categorize them into cooking and baking, or what I eat in a day, or I don't, would you guys like what I eat in a day videos on TikTok or Instagram? I used to do videos like that on YouTube, and I love watching the odd one. But yeah, I don't know, those kind of videos also initiate a lot of comments like, you shouldn't be eating that, this isn't good for you. When I'm literally just showing what I'm eating. I'm not saying you have to eat this way, but yeah, I just can't wait to, oh yeah, I'm just looking forward to being able to organise my content, which is so silly. But yeah, thank you to everyone who's followed me on there. I was so excited to hit 10k. Anyway, makeup. Wanted to try some Refi makeup, and I don't think I'll get this again. I think I'll just rebuy the Glossier Boy Brow. Don't ask me why I have 3 of these in here. I think it's because you know when you open a new one and it's almost, there's too much product on the spoolie, so I would use like one that's basically run out to then spread it more evenly throughout my brow, and I've just ended up with 3 in my makeup bag. I need to figure out which one I need to get rid of. But the Refi one, I like that it has God, this is going to be the longest video ever. I like that this has these tools. I don't know what you would call them, but yeah, it has this tool on the end, and then when you twist it, you then have the spoolie, the spoolie, you have the wand with the product. It is really good, but you have to act fast, otherwise once it's dried, there's no getting it off your brows. It's so sticky, and you can't, you then, if you try and brush it out, you end up with like white stuff everywhere. It's a bit too much, and so what I've done recently is I'll just use a tiny bit, pop a little bit of this on, and then I quickly, did I really just do that? Maybe this one could go in the bin now, it's been on the floor. And then I quickly, without throwing it, go in with this because there's no product on this wand anymore, and I just smooth it out. It works really well, but the product, you have to get it right, otherwise you just mess up your brows, and it's really hard to get it off without just washing your face. I tried a couple of lip products from Refine recently, and I'm just not, I don't think I got the right colours. They feel lovely. So this is the lip blush in Amber, and it's just not, I think it is a nice colour, but I don't think it's my favourite. And then I got this, and this is in Opal, and it's the Blur Liner. Again, I just don't think it's the right colour for me. This one just feels, I really loved how, oh, I've not done this in a long time. This is like my lip colour, but slightly enhanced. I do have some Merit products. Maybe it's just this one. So this blush is nice, and this concealer, this Glossier concealer, I really like. I've bought this twice now and I'll buy it again. I've got the shade G11. This is what I wear on days where I don't wear any face makeup or any makeup, and I just want, or maybe I might wear a little bit of concealer and some mascara, and I'll pop this on, because unlike this concealer, which is quite thick and it's slightly drier, this just blends into your skin. I use this number 7 powder. It's a translucent powder, hello, which I just use a tiny little bit underneath my eyes to stop my concealer creasing. Blush is an old school favourite, Fleur Power by MAC. It's in a satin finish, and I use this Bobbi Brown brush, and that's everything. I think that's everything, unless I'm missing something in my bag. Oh, you'll be pleased to know I found my hair grip after about 3 days of not being able to find it. Do you know where it was? It was underneath the sofa. Oh yeah, and this blush I like. Would I buy again? I don't know, I'm not sure. I feel like I don't really need 2 blushes. It is nice. It's in the colour Stockholm. Apply it like this. Usually again I'll wear it on days where I'm not wearing makeup, but I feel like you have to do a couple of layers. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to get on and paint. I'm waiting to hear back from the brand on my last video to get that approved so I can get that up tomorrow. So I need to do the thumbnails for that. I didn't mean for the last 2 videos back to back to be sponsored, but I haven't planned out my videos very well this month. Otherwise I would have spaced them out a bit more. I'm just gonna run around and get bits done and try and get as much painting done as possible, because I want to get this painting done today and tomorrow, because I want it to be all done before we go away, so that when we get back we can just have the house back in order, and then we'll have the new boiler fitted, and they're gonna do a whole service on the radiators, so we just need the house to be back to normal before plumbers come in and start to make lots of mess and need access to radiators, which are not accessible right now. I put gloves on because I was tired of, oh, that's a good camera setup, isn't it? Can't even see my face. I got tired of scrubbing paint off my hands, so Doug found some gloves in the shed. I don't know why I didn't use a chair sooner. So much easier than going up and down the ladder. It is quite a bit later. My hair's been up the last few hours, and now it looks like this. Almost finished the painting, just have a little bit more to finish tomorrow. I really worked up a sweat. I was determined to at least get all the ceiling done at once. I don't know what came over me, but I was a woman on a mission, and I got a lot of it done. I just need to do the side where the wardrobes are, and all the skirting. But yeah, I think we've just got enough paint, but we've got like this much paint left. I'm currently sat here with my on my computer. I'm just waiting for it to turn on and load. I've just brought it down from the office. The plan is to get this video you're currently watching, most of it edited, if not all, tonight. So I'm just going to stay up. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to stay up for as long as I can keep my eyes awake, keep my eyes open, and I can stay awake. Currently 8:45. I've made myself a hot chocolate. I was very tempted to make a coffee, but I just thought that was a silly idea. So I've made myself a hot chocolate, and I've stolen Doug's mug. Because we leave on Friday morning for our long weekend away, I want to get this video sorted tonight, because then I know I'll be able to relax tomorrow, knowing that the bulk of the edit's done, and all I need to do is do a thumbnail for this video and a thumbnail for the last video that's just gone up, and sort anything else out that needs sorting out vlog wise, but the actual edit will be done, and then I can finish off painting, I can start packing. Yeah, I'll be happy knowing that it's all done tonight. I'd rather cram things in tonight and be tired tomorrow than have to cram things in tomorrow night. Thought I would be able to edit just one video on my laptop so I didn't have to bring everything down, but it wasn't having any of it. I managed to import all the footage, but then it wouldn't let me import it into Final Cut. I bought an external hard drive down, but it wouldn't let me use it because it's read only, and I can't change it to read and write because for some reason it was saying you're not allowed to, even though it's my external hard drive. So I just thought I'm just gonna bring the computer down. But yeah, so I'm gonna get editing the vlog, and I'm really hoping that this goes up. Hopefully there's not too many delays with getting this video up. Whilst I wait for Final Cut to open, I'm going to write some of the little Vlogtober text that I do. One thing that's really cute. So Delilah likes to doodle on Procreate. The other day she was in the office with me when I was editing. She was making me different pictures for Vlogtober. Colour combinations she does work really well. Oh, you can't really see it. She's made a Vlogtober one with some pumpkins. She's done lots of different coloured ones, and she said, are you vlogging when we go to the cabin? She made one especially for our holiday, which was really sweet. Computer's loaded back up now, so wish me luck. I hope that this editing goes smoothly and I'm not fighting with my computer all night. So I'll see you for the final Vlogtober. I don't quite know when this video will go up. Yeah, there is one more Vlogtober to go after this one. So yeah, I will see you for that. Big thank you to Suri for sponsoring today's Vlogtober. And if you would like 20% off your Suri order, I'll leave my code and link in the description. I will see you in the next vlog.